Welcome, everyone. Today's section is the ethics section that we're going to talk about under Circular 230. My name is Roman Basie. As you see here on this first slide, I'm the president of the Center for Financial, Legal, and Tax Planning. If you've taken this course before and you've seen my presentation of the ethics section, you'll notice something different on my front slide today. I am now a certified public accountant. I'm also an attorney at law, a real estate broker, and a title insurance agent. I've had a lot of experience within the ethics section of the Internal Revenue Code and within Circular 230, as we're going to discuss today. I've represented practitioners, I've represented professionals, I've represented lay people, business owners in front of the IRS and in the practice in front of the IRS. One of the most important things that you should do as we begin this course today is to print Circular 230. You can print it out right from the internet, or we'll provide it as well. Go to irs.gov, search Circular 230, and print it out. We are going to go through this section today, section by section. While we won't cover every paragraph within there, we're going to read some and dive into some. And I think it's important that you know where to find it, how to print it, and what it contains, because that governs the ethics that govern you, the tax practitioner. It's also important to understand that today we're talking about the AFSP, the Annual Filing Season Program, and we're going to get to what that means and the changes of what that brings to our practice in this year. So let's take a look. I'm on slide 2. Some clarification as it relates to Circular 230. Look at the first line. IRS Circular 230 was last revised in 2014. In fact, it was published on June 12th, 2014. Now, you're taking this course for the 2017 filing year during 2018. So you have to look back and say, okay, everything relates back to 2014 as it relates to ethics under Circular 230. Keep that in mind when you're looking over this. Also, Circular 230 uses the term Registered Tax Return Preparer. Now, as you should know, and as you will soon find out, that term no longer exists because of court cases that came down after this document was published. However, the IRS has not updated the Circular 230 since they ceased using that name, Registered Tax Return Preparer. And that is because of a federal court case of Loving versus the Tax Commissioner. And I have a slide on that in a minute that we will discuss. So now we refer to this, and it's referred to by the IRS as the AFSP Record of Completion Holder, Annual Filing Season Program, Record of Completion Holder. We will try to use Federal Tax Return Preparer for reference today, although you may see me slip once or twice and still call it the Registered Tax Return Preparer, because in the Circular 230, it's still referred to as the Registered Tax Return Preparer. We are waiting any day for an update to Circular 230. It's just not coming soon enough. So what are we going to cover? What is Circular 230? And what are we going to cover? Take a look at the very first section, which is section 10.0. Now first, if you have the 230 in front of you, skip through the table of contents, and then there's 31 U.S.C. 330 to skip through. Then you get to section 10.0, which is the first section. And take a look at the scope of that part and what this means. It contains the rules governing the recognition of attorneys, of CPAs, certified public accountants, enrolled agents, enrolled retirement plan agents. Now look in brackets, Federal Tax Return Preparers. So we've bracketed the new language, and that's how you'll refer to it today throughout this course. And other persons representing taxpayers before the Internal Revenue Service. So that's a very important sentence. It governs others, not just you, not just professionals, anyone that's representing a taxpayer before the Internal Revenue Service. And we're going to define what it means to represent someone in front of the Internal Revenue Service and who you could be. There's several subparts to Circular 230. Subpart A sets forth the rules relating to the authority to practice before the Internal Revenue Service. Subpart B prescribes the duties and the restrictions relating to the practice.